Hello students, welcome to GK's Applied Maths classes. Okay, we are. This is the second video on financial mathematics. The subtopic is perpetuity. Already we have discussed the theory of perpetuity in the previous video. Now we are going to do, and in the previous video we also discussed problems from the handbook. Okay, CBSE handbook. Now we have two reference book. One is the CBSE handbook, other one many schools are following ML Aggarwal. So I am also going to solve all the problems in ML Aggarwal, okay, from perpetuity chapter. Okay, so previous video we have already done handbook. So now I am going to do ML Aggarwal. So let us make a beginning. Now quickly I'll just go through the definition. A perpetuity is an annuity where a periodic payment is made at the beginning or at the end forever. Okay, a periodic payment of rupees R is made either in the beginning or at the end forever. Perpetuity is like you paid forever. There is no definite time period. And we also discussed that in a perpetuity problem, you don't have future value. Future value is undefined, something that you should not forget. So it has present value. So what is the present value? Suppose if the payment is made at the end. Suppose if the payment is made at the end of each period, then the present value formula is R by I, where I is R by 100. Now present value, if the periodic payment is made at the beginning of each period, then it is R plus R by I. In the previous video, I also explained to you and I also derived the formulas, even though derivation is not important as far as the board exam is concerned. But the entire discussion on perpetuity and the formula, how we got it, everything was discussed. In case you have not seen that video, you can always go to the description box where I have put the link for the previous video. You can click that and have a look at it. In that way, you can also get the problems which are solved from the handbook. Okay. So now that we are going to do ML Aggarwal problems, okay, let's go to the first problem. Now, what does the first problem says? Find the present value of perpetuity of rupees 900 payable at the end of each year. So, rupees 900 is paid at the end of each year. So there are two informations. First is at the end. So it is type 1. Okay. Now what is the periodic payment? The periodic payment is R, that is 900. Periodic payment is 900. Now what is the rate of interest? The rate of interest is 5%. Since it is annually, so it is for 1 year, so 5 by 100. Since it is at the end, what is the formula for present value? Present value formula is R by I. So what is R? R is 900, I is 5 by 100, which is nothing but 900 into 100 divided by 5. 5 goes 20 times. So the present value is 1800. I hope this is clear. Okay, now let's go to the next question. Sorry, 18,000. 3 zeros are there. Okay. Now what's the next video? Find the present value of perpetuity of rupees 500 payable at the end of each quarter. Already we have done these similar type of questions under handbook. So this is in ML Aggarwal, so we will complete this also. So what is my periodic payment? Periodic payment is 500 rupees. Periodic payment R is 500 rupees. And what is my interest rate? My interest rate is 8%. But since it is quarterly, I have to divide by 4. So what is that? 2 by 100. 8 and 4 cancel, you get 2 by 100. I want to find the present value. Which formula should I use? Since it is payable at the end of each quarter, I have to use the first type, R by I. Now what is R? 500. And what is I? 2 by 100. which is 500 into 100 divided by 2. 2 goes 50 times. This will be 25 followed by 3 zeros. Very, very simple, isn't it? This is, you can, if you, my advice is, if you are following handbook, take ML Aggarwal as a revision. If you're doing ML Aggarwal, take handbook as a revision. But we have solution for both. I'm going to put solution for both. So you can always refer and cross check whether what you have done is right or not. Okay. Now let's go to the next question. If you still have a doubt, you can always comment in the comment section so that I can get back to you. Find the present value of perpetuity of rupees 300 payable at the beginning. Okay. Interesting word, at the beginning. So it is type 2. So what is R? R is 300. And what is my rate of interest? 6 by 100. But at the beginning of every 6 months, so half yearly. So that means in a year you're going to pay 2 times. So the interest has to be divided by 2. So it is 3 by 100. Now what is the present value formula? Since it is beginning, it should be R plus R by I. Now what is R stands for here? 300 plus 300 divided by what is I? 3 by 100. So this is 300 plus 300 into 100 by 3. 3 gets cancelled, you get 100 times. So you get 300 plus 1 followed by 4 zeros. Correct? Now if you add them, you get 10,300 rupees. So the present value is 10,300 rupees. So it's very, very simple. Correct? I hope you understand this, okay? You understand why I use this formula here, because it is at the beginning of every 6 months. I hope you understand why I am dividing by 2. I am dividing by 2 because payable at the end of every 6 months. So in a year, you're going to pay 2 times, the interest have to be halved, okay? If it is quarterly, you divide it by 4. Okay, let's go to the next question. What amount is received at the end of every 6 months? What amount is received at the end of every 6 months? What amount is received at the end of every 6 months? That means periodically, what amount will I get after every 6 months? So here my question is, I have to find R. I don't know what R is. But if 72,000 is kept in a bank, so it is kept aside. Okay, so that is the present value. The present value is 72,000. Present value is 72,000. For that 72,000, what is the periodic payment? When the rate of interest is 8%, it is half yearly, so you divide it by 2, which is 4 by 100. Now since the amount is received at the end of every 6 months, I have to use the first one, P equal to R by I. So what is R equal to? P into I. What is P? P is 72,000. And what is I? 4 by 100. So if you multiply, what do you get? 8 times 28, 0. So my periodic payment R is this. In the previous questions, R is given, you found the present value. In this problem, if you see, R is not given, P is given, you are finding R. Okay, I hope you see the difference. See, the amount is received at the end of every 6 months. So periodically, after every 6 months, I am going to get. So that is R, which amounts to 72,000. That is the amount kept aside. So that is my present value. Let's go to question number 7. Question number 7, I think you can do it by yourself, or if you still have a doubt, you can refer to the link link to the previous video. This is actually a question from the CBSE handbook, so I will not waste my time on that. Okay? A man wants to deposit a lump sum amount. A man wants to deposit a lump sum amount so that an annual scholarship of rupees 3,000 is paid. Annual scholarship of rupees 3,000 is paid means every year he is going to get a scholarship of 3,000. So that is my R. Okay. He is going to get it at the rate of interest. My rate of interest is 5 by 100. Rate of interest is 5 by 100. Calculate the lump sum required if the scholarship is to start at the end of this year and continue forever. Nowhere in the question they have used the word perpetuity. Okay, when you read a question paper, how do you understand the question from perpetuity? This is a very important word. Annually, you are getting 3,000 rupees. Annually, you are getting 3,000 rupees. And annually, you are getting 3,000 rupees. And the payment is made forever. It continues forever. It never ending. That is the definition of perpetuity. So here he is asking me to calculate the lump sum amount required, present value. That's what you have to find. And since it is at the end of this year, it is R by I. So P equal to what is R? R is 3,000 and I is 5 by 100. So which is 3,000 into 100 divided by 5. 5 goes 20 times. What is that? 6 followed by 4 zeros. Correct? This was my question number 6. A man wants to deposit a lump sum amount. So every year he gets a scholarship of 3,000. That is my R. And my rate of interest is 5% per annum. What amount should be set aside? Okay, what lump sum amount is required? Okay, that is my present value. He is asking me to find the present value. Let's go to question number 9. Now, what sum of money invested could establish a scholarship of 5,000 which is to be awarded at the end of every year forever? Once again, that word forever. The forever means it's a perpetuity. And R is given. How do I know it's R? Because the sum of money is invested now would establish a scholarship of 5,000 which is to be awarded at the end of every year. That 5,000 is going to be awarded periodically every year forever at an interest rate of 8 by 100. Now, what sum of money is present value, which is R by I. R is 5,000. I is 8 by 100. So it is 5,000 into 100 by 8. 4 goes 2 times. 4 goes 25 times. 2 goes 2,500. So this will be 625 followed by 2 zeros. So this is the present value. Okay. I think we have covered all the questions from ML Aggarwal. I hope it was very useful to you. If you want to, as I repeat again, if you want to see the problem from handbook, okay, you please click the link in the description box. Okay. I hope this video is very useful to you. Next, we will have the video on sinking fund. We will again solve questions from handbook as well as from ML Aggarwal. Okay. One video will be for handbook, one video will be for ML Aggarwal. Again, the advice is for financial mathematics, you should have patience and you should do the calculations till the end. When you're practicing at home also, make sure you do the calculation completely. Do not think that you will do it only in the exam. It will not help you. Okay. And to get further notification, please click the bell icon and also please subscribe to my channel if you have not. Thank you very much. Have a nice day. See you in the next video. Bye bye.